Hello and welcome to another discussion video. This time we're going to talk about the Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath expansion. Today I am with, once again, Mario Rivera. How are you doing?
Hi, how's it going? We're here again.
Why'd you look to your right?
Because in my screen I can tell I look to my right and there you are. So it's gonna look like the Brady Bunch. It's gonna be great.
Oh, great.
I'm very proud of this, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed already. I'm very proud of how this all looks.
Yeah, it looks pretty rad. You
Yeah.
showed me a little picture of it. It's pretty cool. So we're moving on up.
That's right. Slowly but surely.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm in my janky room though. Anyway,
Look at my background. Just look at it.
it's beautiful. You got the guest poster there.
Dan Stevens.
Yeah.
I got that.
Anyway,
Just poster for the first DVD. Okay, continue.
I also have that poster.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we're gonna discuss this Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath trailer because it's pretty rad.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Let's just go with initial thoughts. Let's talk about just Mortal Kombat 11 in general. I reviewed the game, so we'll get to mine in a second. I want to know what your opinions are, Mario, because I just heard that you don't like it.
That is not true. I actually really, really like this game. I'm a huge fan of Mortal Kombat, obviously, when I was a kid, starting with playing it on the Sega Genesis, moving up all the way basically to the last several iterations from 9 and up, which has been amazing. It's very much the spoilers for Star Trek 2009. It's very much in that vein. Which there's another game that came out recently that's very much like that, where basically it's everything that you know and love about the series still exists in some way. It just so happens that now we have this new iteration we have a new take on it that still exists along with the old stuff. And
I wonder what game you're talking about.
I won't mention it. But basically, yeah, and then the fact that they could change their history, it could be different. You know, they can correct their mistakes. They can make the same mistakes. That's what was so great about 9. 10 was a little bit different for me because 9 was great because it's all the characters that I love, including Stryker. But when you get to 10 has characters that are totally brand new, which is both a good thing and not so great thing. I think that the inclusion of Cassie Cage is phenomenal. I think she's great, especially when she's a kind of a combination of both Johnny and Sonya. And then you have people that are not so great. Which there's the blind samurai guy. I don't even know who he's connected to and who he's related to. Kung Lao?
No, not Kung Lao.
Not Kung Lao, but he's related to
Kenshi?
Kenshi or something like that. He's related to Kung Lao, I think, in some way.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, but there's characters like that where I'm like, they don't do nothing for me. But the story was, I think, solid enough that it carries it on to what 11 ended up being, which to me is another retake of the first one. It's like we're going back in time, baby. And then the way that they end it with 11 totally was like, this is insane. I'm totally here for it. I'm excited to see what the future holds, and it didn't take that long. It didn't take that long at all.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you there. Like, Mortal Kombat is one of the first fighting games I think I've ever played. Mortal Kombat 1. I had it for Super Nintendo, and then my uncle had it for Genesis. So I've played both versions.
Yeah.
I think one of them has blood, the other one doesn't, or something. Or maybe that's Mortal Kombat 2.
Sega Genesis had blood, and I think Nintendo had green blood. But if you did a code or something, you get red blood.
Yeah, it's something like that. But yeah, so I grew up on those games, and then with the whole focus on story with NetherRealm, really in general.
Yeah.
Where they started with Mortal Kombat in 2009 and then moving on to Injustice.
Yes.
Like, those two things, like showing that they can make like a really cohesive and pretty decent story with, well, one of them's DC characters. People have done that for years. But with Mortal Kombat characters,
yes.
That was pretty impressive. And so I've been kind of a fan of NetherRealms and their like takes on their fighting games as of late. Mortal Kombat 11, I reviewed it. It is maybe my second favorite fighting game of the generation, and probably one of my favorite fighting games ever.
Sure.
Because my first one is Tekken 7, because that got me really into fighting games, and then this one is just the one that I'm good at, so I like playing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think the story was really fun, and like the time travel stuff is, I mean, some people can complain about it, but I thought it was just like a really fun story. It's like an action blockbuster film. Like it's just awesome.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean, I'm really excited to see how they continue it. I thought maybe they would have continued it in another game.
Yeah,
like 2 years from now or 3 years from now.
Yeah,
but
just the same thing that they've been doing. Because I mean, to have it be so close, it's what, last year, right? So
yeah,
usually around this time, or not around this time, or somewhere near, we actually hear about Injustice 3, but instead we're getting more Mortal Kombat.
yeah. So I mean, I'm super excited. I wonder if. I mean, this is kind of getting on a tangent. I wonder if that means like there will be an Injustice game. Yeah. I wonder if that means there's not going to be like an Injustice game coming soon. If it's going to be kind of like a little bit later than what we normally get, because they have been switching off between Injustice and Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Well,
this pack is coming this month, right?
Yeah, it comes out on the 26th. May 26th is when the expansion. It's considered an expansion, not a pack. Like it's a full-fledged. The pricing for it, the pricing for it kind of concerns me a little bit, just because
what did they say? I didn't actually see.
So
this.
Just for the expansion is $40.
Okay.
And that comes with 3 characters, 3 skins, and the story, because they're going to have a free update that includes new stages, the friendships, and
I see,
and the stage fatalities.
Stage fatalities.
Yeah. So. It just depends on like the scope of what that expansion is, because if the story's like, I don't know, I just don't really know, honestly. I wonder if it's going to be like on the same scope of like the original story. But yeah, it's $40. Really, the people who like haven't picked it up at all kind of get the deal, where it's $60 for everything.
Yeah.
Which is like a pretty good deal, like especially if you like held off at launch, which it was $60 for just the game. Mm-hmm. Like you get everything, and then you can like start playing obviously now because the game's already out and everything.
Yeah. So all the DLC content that came before too, right?
Yeah. And if you do own the game but you didn't get the combat pass, there's a pack where it's just the expansion and the combat pack, and that is $50.
So $10 more, and then you get the other 4 characters.
Then you get the other 6.
Oh, there were 6 characters. Jesus. Oh yeah,
technically
you're right.
Technically there were 7 because Shao Kahn is in it, but he's not part of the combat pack.
That was what I also noticed about this trailer, was that the characters that are in the pack are characters that are in the story, but they're not playable, like Shiva.
What do you mean?
Because Shiva was in the story. She's in the main quest.
In the main one, yeah.
Yeah.
She was in the main one. Fujin was not, though.
No, he wasn't. But Shao.
There was like.
Shang Tsung was. Oh no, was he just the crypt keeper? Like that's just the whole deal, because he was obviously a DLC character.
The crypt keeper.
the crypt keeper, the keeper of the crypt.
Yeah, the keeper of the crypt. Yeah, I know he was in that part of it. That's where I remember. I don't remember
if he was in the game, but he came out as a DLC thing later. But now the story is focusing on him.
A little bit more on him as like kind of the main antagonist, which let's just talk about the trailer right now.
Yeah, because right? I'm playing it right now. I'm playing it right now, so we're watching it.
Yeah, it starts off with like Liu Kang and Raiden, basically at the end of the last campaign. And then Shang Tsung kind of stops them from doing whatever they're like, changing the universe or whatever they're trying to do, And I guess they're trying, like, it seems like he's the antagonist, but he wants to work together to get Kronika's crown from his own place, like from his own, like, palace or whatever.
And here's the thing, didn't all of time get erased? So how is Shang Tsung alive?
Like, I have no idea.
How does that work? And then also, like, Raiden, he wasn't there at the end, was it? It was just Liu Kang. Isn't it Luke? Oh no, it was Liu Kang and Raiden.
It depends. So I think at the end, it depended on. I don't know. Like there was different endings.
I could have swore you were with. Well, if I remember, I was with Katana.
Yeah, I was with Katana. I think there's a way for you to be alone, and I think there's a way for you to end it with Raiden.
Interesting. Okay.
I think it depends on where you beat Kronika or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
where which stage or
because there's like 3 different stages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it just depended on when you beat her actually.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought like it was like a whole reset, right? Like that was the idea of the last campaign, is like you're resetting the world. Anything could happen. which is why I thought maybe they would do like another whole other game to like kind of do another redo, essentially another reboot of the world. And then this comes out and Shang Tsung and like as I don't know, it's just Shang Tsung's like normal, like how he normally is, and all these characters are like I don't know. It's really
might be
odd.
Like a good guy or not a good guy? But what's his motivation? Like
it seems like he is the bad guy.
Well, I mean,
like
he's a bad guy. He's definitely
even
the bad guy.
Yeah, because even Chronica is in there.
Yeah,
she comes back somehow. I don't know.
Well, because they go back in time. Like what?
Yeah,
yeah.
So then they go. I guess they go back in time. Chronica's like, Shang Tsung's very dangerous or whatever, and I don't know. He says something. Fujin says something like, "Oh, you're gonna like, when are you gonna turn on us or whatever?" And stuff like that. So obviously, there's going to be a heel turn. Well, he is a heel. I don't know if a bigger heel turn where Shang Tsung becomes like the main antagonist. But
I'm also glad they got Johnny Tsunami back to do the voice and do the mocap or whatever they did. You know, so glad.
I was like, that's not Johnny Tsunami, but it's the guy. Okay, yeah.
No, that is actually, to be clear, he is Johnny Tsunami.
Oh, true.
The grandson's name is something else.
Johnny Kapahala.
Aha!
Isn't he?
Yep.
Isn't he also Johnny?
I don't think.
Are they both Johnny?
I don't remember who's Johnny. I know Kapahala, and I know that there's a sequel, but I know that Johnny Tsunami is the grandfather.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
The
original Shang Tsung from the Mortal Kombat film.
That's right. Yes.
But let's talk about some of the reveals that they showed here. I mentioned that they have Fujin, which has been like one of the. I feel like he's like one of the ones that I see on like a Twitter thread, other than Melina, which is which is just a meme at this point.
Yeah.
Fujin's one of the ones that I've seen like is one of the most requested characters to join, and it's cool that obviously they're listening, and obviously they are totally ignoring Melina requests, so so that's hilarious. And then Shiva too. Shiva was in the main campaign before, and but wasn't playable, and now she's going to be playable. Which like again, she was another one that I feel like was requested a whole lot. And now they're bringing her to the game, which is awesome. The crazy surprise. Okay, there's a moment, and then you've probably already seen it because the video's rolling or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a moment where there's like a bunch of cops, and for like a hot minute, I thought like Stryker was coming back. It was not Stryker. Instead, it was Robocop, and it was so amazing.
MF and Robocop.
Yep. And in the press release, they say that the actor is voicing him, and it's the likeness of him too.
Oh, it's Peter Weller. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I don't know if he like actually did voice or if they like just took like little lines from like the movie or something. But
don't break my heart. I hope he did the voice. That'd be great.
Well, I know it says like it is voiced by him, but I'm not sure if they just like took stuff from the film and then put it in, or if he like actually went into do VO for it.
You would hope so, because they have, usually when you do.
Oh yeah, there's like usually character specific.
Yes, or when because for every single person normally in one or two sometimes. So you kind of hope Peter Weller. I mean, Peter Weller is still around. He's still doing stuff. The last thing I saw him in was the Star Trek movie. Not to tie it back to Star Trek. I'm sorry, Dark Knight Returns. He's also in Dark Knight Returns for audio. So he's done audio stuff before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's. It was such a weird reveal, because I was totally not expecting it to be RoboCop. Like I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
Because RoboCop is, I think, in the story, and so it's like
no way.
I believe so.
If that's the case, they have to tie in the other characters too that are like Terminator and all that.
I hope so. I hope there's some wild like Terminator RoboCop fight in a Mortal Kombat game.
I mean, you're gonna get that anyways, but you're not in the story.
But in like a story context,
if we get fake RoboCop, fake Terminator, just saying I'll buy that for $1. Like that would be fantastic.
Yeah,
fantastic.
I think it seemed like it was in the context of like the story, like how I feel like I have to read the press release a little bit more cohesively or whatever, but I feel like that's what they were saying, that it'll be a guest character, but it could just be that he's just a playable character. But Fujin and Shiva are, and like seeing their moveset, I think Fujin looks freaking awesome. Kind of to me seems a little similar to to Kung Lao, with like the blades like swirling all around him and stuff like that. Because Kung Lao kind of has like a similar thing. It just like reminded me of Kung Lao for some reason. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Sure. And then Shiva is definitely like a big grappler character.
Yeah, brawlery.
Yeah, and in terms of like balancing and what I think about that, like so far NetherRealms I feel like has been pretty good at balancing their characters. I never feel like any one character is the most powerful. There are like ones that are like people seem to like, I don't know, just be able to adapt to those controls for certain characters like better. Like Cassie Cage for a while was like a really like an S tier character or whatever for a bit, or like same thing with Jackie. Johnny Cage has won tournaments and stuff like that. Usually whatever Sonic Fox plays is like the number one character. He made the Collector like an S tier character at a point just because he won a tournament with them. So like it kind of like is just, I feel like it's like one of the most balanced fighters. So I think going into this, I feel like it's going to be kind of the same thing where we'll get a pretty balanced group of fighters here. I'm hoping Robocop is cool as hell. I hope Robocop is just kind of like a Striker skin, honestly. Like he plays like Striker, but it's Robocop.
End of the line, dirtbag, and just like
because they've kind of done that with in Mortal Kombat X with Xenomorph, because Xenomorph was just like Baraka.
Yeah.
It was like a Baraka Xenomorph. Sure. I wonder if they'll do something like that. I don't think it would be out of the ordinary to like make Robocop fight like Striker.
Unless he was like on the same team as him.
Yeah.
Whatever weird lore version that they have of it.
The thing with Robocop is that Robocop's like super stiff.
So I know, that is true.
So it's like, I wonder how that's... Yeah.
You know...
I just wonder how it translates. And I feel
you
like...
most likely would get the actual, like, Robocop from the new movie would make more sense, but, you know... Screw that.
But it's not as cool though. It's not as iconic. Not as cool.
If we're gonna get dude, if we get the music, we're not gonna get the music. But I want to hear that music. That dun, 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 dun. Oh my god,
it'd be good.
Oh, I'm excited. I want him to shoot somebody in the junk. That'd be great.
Yeah. What do you? I mean, as someone who liked Mortal Kombat 11 but wasn't like super into it, maybe like
not
the rest of like fighting game communities or whatever, or even like myself.
Yeah.
Like, does this even just like the characters, does that excite you at all? Or
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, the characters are not my first choice. And then when I first saw them, they, like I said, they very much were the same characters from the story previous. So that was like a little bit, but the Robocop thing is definitely going to pull me back in just because I want to mess around with Robocop. The fact that this is a continuation of the story that made me very happy, actually. The fact that, yes, I'm going to be able to experience more with these characters. Now, are they going to muddy things more? Yeah, clearly.
Oh, yeah.
But at the very least, you know, I'll probably get an interesting side quest, which they haven't done this before, right? They haven't done like...
I don't remember there being like a...
expansion to their fighting game.
Yeah, I don't remember that happening for Injustice 2
No.
or Mortal Kombat or X.
No, they didn't. No, they were just packs.
Yeah. I mean, we might be wrong, so please tell us if we're wrong.
Not if we're wrong, but I'm gonna go on pure knowledge. No, there wasn't, because I played Injustice 2 religiously, and I played 1 as well religiously. X not as much, but I don't think there was story related stuff.
Yeah, I don't remember there being story related stuff like that. Yeah, I'm with you. Like the new, just based on like characters and the story stuff, like that'll bring me back in. Like I've been wanting to go back into Mortal Kombat 11 because like this is one of the online experiences where I get like fucking, sorry for language, I get super hyped when I play that game. I go insane. Like if it's like a close match and I'm like, there's that, I mentioned it in like I think it was like my 2019 like game of the year stuff, and it was like my number one game of the year. And there was a moment where I was at Logan's, at managing editor Logan Moore. I was at his place and I was playing Mortal Kombat 11 and he was watching me, and I was down like quite a bit, and I was probably going to lose it, and then somehow I came back and like destroyed this guy, and it was like I was like yelling at the TV because it was so ridiculous. And so I want to have like a game like that again where I could just like jump in for a couple matches, jump back out, and go on with my life. Because right now I've been playing like a lot of stuff that's let's play this Assassin's Creed Origins. It's like a 60-hour campaign.
No, for sure.
So yeah, I just want to play something that I can just put in a couple minutes into and then get out. And also like I want to learn Fujin. Fujin looks like a really cool character, so I want to try that out.
No, for sure. This is the kind of game that I like playing because it's like fight for 2 minutes, cutscene. I hate this in any other game, but for some reason I'm like, fight for 2 minutes, cutscene. Okay, cool. Fight for another 2 minutes. Okay, cool. Fight for another 2 minutes, and it's like 4 matches with the one character, and then you switch off to another character. To me, for some reason, this game just works on that.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's because the story is just...
It's just so
like,
ridiculous.
Even though it's not honestly, like, I like it a lot. It's not like The Last of Us or something like that.
It's not
like
high
you're going,
at all.
you're not going in there for like some crazy heartfelt, touching, like,
unless you're watching Ronda Rousey
story.
Die.
Yeah, like you're going in for like the same reasons why you'd go see like the new Bad Boys movie, like,
Good comparison, or fucking yeah, exactly,
yeah, like you just go, you just go in, have just to have a good time, see the crazy explosions happening and all the dumb one-liners. I mean, like it'll definitely be super fun, I think. And in terms of like the other features too that are going to be free. Like, I think those are really cool inclusions too. Like having the stages be free, and like doing the stage fatalities and the friendship, like that was really cool to see too.
It was cute to see.
Yeah, so it's cool that they're adding that stuff, and it feels like that because I think a lot of people, once it was announced that like Mortal Kombat 11 wasn't going to be at EVO, I feel like a lot of people thought it was going to like the game was dead. Because like in a way, like EVO's kind of like the landmark fighting game tournament, and it's the one that like people who don't even follow fighting games, they watch that. Like I try to watch a lot of tournaments, but I do I carve out time to watch EVO, and now I do a little bit other ones too. But yeah, like it seems like everybody's like yeah, even myself, I even said like a dumb joke that Mortal Kombat's dead, time to play Grand Blue Fantasy Versus or something like that. But like, it seems like that, like they really just were like, we don't care. And then they just put out this story stuff. And it seems like people are pretty hyped about it. So it's cool. It's cool that they're still supporting a game. Like past a year. And it seems like they're going to do that for like the foreseeable future until their next one comes out or whatever.
Yeah, I think we speculated that there would be another pack apparently, or or season 2 of packs, but to have it be a whole story expansion, I think that's pretty special.
Yeah, I think there was like there was that Final Combat tournament where they showed off Spawn, and they said that they were going to show like the future of Mortal Kombat 11 and stuff like that, but then coronavirus happened, and
damn it, strikes again.
It kind of did some. It kind of messed up some plans, and really they like during that they said that they were going to like touch on the future of like Mortal Kombat 11, and I feel like they never did.
True. And
I feel like this was maybe the thing that they were going to show.
Yeah. And I have this is off the record knowledge, but someone who I talked to that worked on this game said that people have been busting their ass to make this, especially the last 5 weeks, from home. So the fact that they're going to hopefully deliver on this by the end of this month, I think is pretty amazing as well. They've been working on it obviously before that, but the fact that the last 5 months to get it done for this reveal, that's what I think has been pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm like I said, I'm super excited for it. I cannot wait.
Am I gonna put down $40? I have to determine on how sizable this is in terms of story.
Yeah.
If I get another couple of hours, why not? I mean, sure, 3 characters. I don't care. That's not to me that big of a deal.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like I said, I love this game. Like I personally would drop $40
for sure,
just because I really dig what they've done with this game in particular. So
it did take me a long time to actually pick up Mortal Kombat 11, only because I was like, I knew the fact that there was going to be a bunch of characters, and I was going to pay up the ass like I did with Injustice, and I waited till I got the deal.
I think right now, like if you haven't picked it up, I think it was kind of a smart move, especially if you weren't super sold on the base game.
Yeah.
I think waiting was probably the smart move, just because now you could get for the $60, you could get everything, you know.
No,
I don't know if that means
the smartest move.
Yeah, and I don't know if that means they're gonna have like, I would assume they'd have like maybe another combat pack.
Everyone still wants Ash from Evil Dead.
Yep.
Please give me Ash.
Yep, everybody still wants Melina.
Why?
I don't know, dude.
She killed all my friends in the 9, man. That pissed me off.
She died, I think, in 10, right? I'm pretty sure
she died in 10, but or was she already dead? She was like corrupted or something or whatever the hell. But basically, in 9, she just murders all your friends, and then she murders Jax, if I'm not mistaken. Then she like
Jax is in 11 though.
Well, no, because he dies in 9, comes back as a ghost or monster in 10.
That's right.
Gets brought back through some
right.
memes.
That's
why he has PTSD in 11.
And then he has...
Not because he's a soldier, and, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He's a terrible father, apparently.
I guess. I mean, Jackie seemed like she
grew up without a father. She was fine.
Yeah. Anyway.
How does that timeline work? Because even is Cassie younger than her, Jackie?
I feel like they're the same age,
but
I think that was like the whole thing was that Jackie, Cassie, like all of them, like.
But Sonya and Nick, or I'm sorry, not Nick Cage. Sonya and Cage were not dating in 9.
I mean,
they just got together.
I think 9 and 10 would have had to been a pretty big jump, right? Because Jackie didn't exist in 9 either.
Wait, unless I'm wrong, like I said, I thought Jax died in 9.
So then when did Jax have time then?
This is a question. Well, we'll figure that out.
Could just be like, okay, let's say like they got together in 9, right? That was probably like a weekend event, The Mortal Kombat tournament was probably like a weekend event.
Sure.
Jax could have had a child the year before.
Okay, so then Jackie would just be a year older.
So maybe Jackie's like a year older, yeah. I'm sure there's like some sort of wiki that has like all of the.
I know. I'm trying to find
ages.
It right
now. I'm sure that exists. But yeah, just to close it out, I mean, I'm just reiterating, but I am super excited for this. When I saw Robocop, I definitely popped. I was like it definitely was such an unexpected thing for me personally. I just didn't think I'd see RoboCop in a fighting game, so
I know
that was pretty rad. But then also like all the other features that they're showing and extending on the story, I think is really cool. And again, like I think if you've just wanted to skip out because you weren't super sold on the base game of Mortal Kombat 11, I think that was probably a smart move because now you could buy everything for the $60 amount. So yeah, I am very excited for Aftermath. Right?
Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, which is like the best half rap album. By the way, Jax did die in Mortal Kombat 9. I looked up the Wikipedia.
Nice.
So
well,
he
not
had
nice.
He had a secret baby for a year. Who knows?
Yeah,
he was a terrible father. That's all we have to say.
Do you have any final thoughts on this?
Other than I'm excited to play as Robocop. Robocop definitely was like the cherry on top for this, and the fact that yes, I'm getting an expanded story, which to me makes no sense. Well, I'm excited for that too, and I'm excited. And hopefully Ronda Rousey's not in this one.
I don't think so because she's dead.
Who knows now, man?
Okay.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows now, man?
You got a good point.
I mean, it looks like they're going back in time to a time where she's still dead, but Shang Tsung's alive and he's been dead. Who cares?
Yeah,
this is Mortal Kombat.
It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be awesome.
Be good. All right. On that note, if you want to, go ahead and close out the show. If you want to go ahead.
Yeah. Closing out. You could go to www.DualShockers.com to catch all the cool Mortal Kombat 11 guides that I've done. Actually, so that's kind of cool.
That's true.
But yeah, you could check out all the recent news, some reviews, and all that stuff on DualShockers.com. You could follow us on Twitter as well at DualShockers. You could follow me personally if you want to at the Michael Ruiz, which is on the bottom.
Yeah, it's
is it down
bottom.
here?
That's down below.
Down here.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. Yeah, you could
That's
follow
a
me
screenshot
there
by
on
the
Twitter.
way.
And you can follow Mario at that Mario Rivera. Do it.
That's right. Down there. Down below.
Yeah. And let us know what you think about the Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath. I know we're excited. What do you guys think of all like the features and stuff? You could comment on the video below or comment in I'll probably write up a news thing for this too, so you could put it in the comments there too.
Sorry, I'm not gonna read the comments though, because I'm sorry, I'm total blackout for
Oh,
the naughty dog.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Because then they're gonna put it in here.
Oh, no.
If they make it this far.
And then on that note,
yeah. See you guys. Have a good one.